Meeting to order and ask everyone to stand for the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep.
Approval of claims.
I move we approve claims. I'll second.
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of previous minutes.
Make a motion we approve minutes. I'll second that.
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Mrs. Pappas with the Wolcottville Community Initiatives on the Millstone Plaza project.
Yes. Thank you for having me today. So our group has spent a lot of time and energy trying to come up with the funds to do this project. And we're about there. And when we get started, we would like to, if it's okay, and if you guys think there's a way for us to do this, improve more than just that front lot. Because we're putting an awful lot of money into a very small space. And we're gonna have equipment there that we could actually improve the entire piece of property. And then it would give you more space to have like a farmer's market. And I've suggested doing them on Friday evenings, seem to work the best for smaller towns. People coming home from work and hit the farmer's market. We could probably fit 10, 15 tents back in that area, because that front area, by the time you put the building and you put the trees and some benches and the millstone thing, there's not gonna be much room. The building's only 20 by 20. So you're not gonna put more than maybe 4 vendors in there. They usually come with a 10 by 10 tent. So that's, they have to have their table with their stuff on it, and then the stuff that they also have behind them. So we're just asking you to consider possibly giving us access to a little bit more of that land so we can develop it all at the same time, because it would be cheaper for us. We're gonna take down 3 walls of that building, so we're gonna have all those bricks. We can do all kinds of things with the bricks to repurpose them. So that's what we're here for.
What are you talking about, property that you want added?
Well, there's a front lot and a rear lot on that corner on Race and 9.
And you're saying the rear lot's not what it should be?
Well, the way we understand it, we don't have access to the rear lot. That's what I'm asking for, access to the rear lot.
What kind of access you talking about?
Well, we'd like to improve it so it always looks good. So when you see our new building and all of our new stuff, the whole lot looks good. It doesn't just stop and now it's people are parking there and the grass is messed up because cars are parking there all the time. Just make it, see, the way I see it is, when I drive through LaGrange, they have the square. They're the county seat, it just looks good. And then when you go to like Rome City, they've improved the parking area for their, the boating. So that's kind of their like, this would be our little jewel. And it's not gonna be very big, but we're not that big of a town. I just wanna make it the most we can. So that's all we're asking is for you to just look at this, think about it, consider it, and then just let us know. Because
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna get started,
Probably not.
not in the next 30 days anyway, so.
You think later to start this year? It's getting kind of late.
Oh no, I think it should get done this year, shouldn't it?
We hope so.
Yeah, I think so, the
Okay.
way they were talking.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, when do you want feedback by?
Whenever, no.
Well, we could make it end of September. You want
Yeah.
to sooner? I mean, give us a deadline and we'll work at it.
By the next
Couple
meeting.
weeks?
By the next meeting?
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Yeah,
All
by the
right.
next meeting.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Anybody else have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to point out too, the whole problem with that, not that I wouldn't like to see this happen, is what they're talking about is if and when that business is up and running, that is where they unload to that garage back there.
But there still would be
There's-
room for them to unload. I think that line's at, that's what we'll have to find out.
And that might not be an issue at all because that business hasn't been up and running for a long time.
Talk about the
But
antique
I
thing.
Yeah,
don't know
They're closing.
if we can cut off access to their garage. Like,
Well,
I don't know how
That
that
line don't
works.
go that far back, it never has. Because with Grossman's Hardware, that's where they unloaded everything for the hardware, semis and all.
But you can't get to it from the side anymore because it's fenced off for the other one. I just wanted to point that out. That was-
No, they back straight in from the north to the
But that's
back.
what you're
yeah, that's
talking
the piece of
about.
land that we,
That's,
well, we're not gonna put up a fence or, I mean, anything, if somebody had to unload something, they probably still have access. But we don't wanna look at
yeah.
that mess, cause it is a mess.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we would put to camouflage all that. I mean, that building, when I look on Beacon, looks like it is built on your property.
Well, we still haven't seen a survey yet.
Because the project never went forward,
So,
so the
you
town
don't
is,
you really know about any property until you have a survey where it's at.
right, and we agreed to do that years ago, but we didn't want to pay for it.
Right.
Because
Well, that should be
it's
absorbed by
not
this
the,
project then.
not the town's project.
Yeah.
Do you know any cheap surveyors that would survey it for
Not
your
a
group?
cheap one, you want a good one or a cheap
Okay.
one? Well, you could
This
try
is
Rex
small.
Springer, he's retired and he doesn't pay charge, so a lot of people do, but for the town, he might do something, but that's what I'd recommend.
How would I be able to get his number?
Lives it as like
Rex Springer?
Pranger.
Oh, Pranger,
Yep.
oh, okay.
Yep, they're both on the, at least Sue's on the board for the lake and all that, so,
I think I can get that.
Yeah.
I will notify him and ask him.
yeah, ask him, he's,
Okay, is that all you have then?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Nate?
After the last meeting, you guys asked me to get some numbers around for what it would cost for a new police car, what it would cost for some used. And I did a lot of research, and there are literally hundreds of cars that are used that are in the 30 to 50,000 mile range that are in a price range that I was told to look at. I would have no idea how we would even go about trying to say, here's two of them, without going to the place where they are in Chicago and looking at them, putting your hands on them, and being able to, because you won't know until you get there. So I don't know how we would work that out, but I mean,
only costs $40 for a train over there. You can Uber from that. If you're looking at cost savings.
yeah, we'd
Takes
have
the same
to.
amount of time.
We'd have to Uber two of us probably. But. So, and then we need to decide whether we want to do two used, or if we want to do one new, one used. I'm just going with the cheapest one that's out there, and that's the Durango at $41,434. Of course, that's unequipped.
And what year?
That'd be a 2026.
Okay.
That'd be for the new vehicle. The Fords are $48,550. The Chevy Tahoes are 50. They start at 56,000 and go up from there.
Okay.
They're depending on options and stuff. And then the price ranges of a bunch of the. I looked at a 21 and a 22 Tahoe. One's 38,000. One's 34,000. Both of them in the 40 to 50,000 mile range. And then I looked at a couple Ford Explorers. 2020 and a 2019, they're in the 40,000 mile range. The one that's 43,000 miles, the 2019, it's 18,795. And these vehicles are completely and totally equipped already.
Okay.
The only thing we'd have to do is take the radio out of whatever car we're getting rid of and have it swapped in. So it'd be, I think it'd be better to buy one that's fully equipped because the outfitters around here are.
They're
I
probably.
talked to one today where at Cop's Gear, I looked at a couple of his vehicles that he had. He didn't have anything that I would be interested in, all high mileage stuff. And he also told me that if I wanted him to do any work, if I did go somewhere else and bring it to him, that it would be probably 2-3 months before he'd be able to get to it.
So
So
did you get to look at a couple then?
At Copster, I did, but I didn't see anything that I'd be interested in. Everything was high mileage and older than what I would wanna put.
And
We're replacing old vehicles, I don't wanna replace, I wanna replace them with relative, at least 2021, 2022 years.
yeah. So, what's your feel for in the Chicago area? Is that the next market, or do they have an Indy too, or?
They have two of them that are in, there's Chicago Motor Works, and then there's one called Asia Motors.
Okay.
And both of them have stripped police cars
Oh,
and fully equipped police
Okay.
cars.
okay.
But like I said, there's hundreds of them, and without going there and finding the best two in the range you want, and the price you want, and the color you want, I don't know how you.
Are any of the maintenance records, are they on Carfax?
Yes,
or
they're all
anything? Okay,
Carfax.
so that's a good way, oh, that's good, yeah, okay, that helps out too.
Um,
So why don't you look for a used one and see what you can come up with?
yeah, that's what I've found them. I've found vehicles that I think would be good, but like I said, without going and doing a test drive and feeling the suspension, making sure they got good tires and brakes. It's not something that we'd have to come back with and dump another couple $1,000s into.
Right.
And I won't know that until I would be there.
You're wanting authority to go buy. Because otherwise, you go up there and you look at it and you drive it and you think you like it, and you gotta come back here and spend another.
If I'm
2
looking
weeks,
for authority to
you're
buy
gone.
it, I'd be asking that without having the vehicle exactly. I would just pick the best two, or pick the best one.
To me, it sounds like, good used ones are the way to go, and
We have talked about this, Nate and I have discussed it, and it was brought up that probably the best route to go because of the mileage, if we buy two used ones again, that in just another 3 or 4 years, we're gonna be back up at the same mileage. So
that will be a better place.
we would be better, but I think we could possibly swing doing one new one
Okay,
and one used one. And then that way you have one that's at a very low mileage to start with, and then that will help if another one breaks down to get us forward
but the new
where
one's
we're.
outfitted already? Already
The
outfitted?
new ones are not outfitted.
Okay, alright.
No.
You asked how much,
Do what?
how much to outfit the new one?
Was 9,000.
Yeah, the last one we did where we took one of the old ones and they took all the parts out of it, put it in the other one, was just shy of $10,000. But I'm doing this to get rid of one 2016 Ford with 190,000 miles, and then the other vehicle is going to be probably Rankenberger's truck because it's burning oil. He has to put almost a quart of oil in it every 2 weeks.
Wow. But Volvo, that's just broke in. So,
That's what.
Well,
they last for 3 million miles too.
most police departments don't like to have them over how many? 150?
Usually they're
50 or
they're
so.
rotating them out. I mean, it depends on how the size of the department. If you're in Chicago, apparently they do it at 30 to 35,000
Yeah.
miles because that's where I see it.
I know
But
that.
the county does it at around 100,000,
Yeah, 50 is an average, I think.
and we're going 4 times
Right.
the mileage of
When
that.
you get rid of them at 30, you get more money out of them. You know,
And
so-
all of these used ones also they still had the original factory drivetrain warranty to 100,000 miles.
Okay.
But yeah, a new one would obviously be covered 100% on the.
So you want authority to go up there and buy.
While you're trying to make your decision, remember the threshold is 50,000. And if you go over 50, you either have to bid it or you gotta go through a state bid. State bids are fine as long as you find one that complies. QPA, what they call it, quantity purchase agreement. So if you find one of those over 50, it's fine, you don't have to bid it out. But if you're gonna go buy something that you don't have a state bid on or a QPA on, it's over 50, you gotta bid it out. So that number has to be kept in mind. And
Okay.
so,
If I was to do a new vehicle, that would not be at this place. This place is in Chicago. I would do it in state, probably at the place we went last time, state bids, Hammond. And I would have to call them and get a quote and have that all put together.
They take care of all the bidding, right? we don't have to set that up.
It's roughly $41,400 is what state bid is.
Okay.
So I don't
Oh, I see. That's
know that I have,
They've already done it.
yeah, they've already got state bids,
That's
so
what
I
I'm
would have to
thinking,
get
yeah, okay.
3
You're
different
right.
quotes. They're all gonna be the
That was
same,
what I was getting at.
same state bid price.
Okay. Well, I say we should give Nate the authority to purchase what he finds that'll work for us, and within the constraints that we have for money.
We'll get to that.
That's a motion, right?
Yeah, that's a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Anything else?
Has I been that morning?
What?
Okay. Jerry,
Nope. Good.
Ralphie, leave anything?
Ralphie did leave a
Got nothing
quote
broke.
that you all have in front of you for airbag for some parts that are needed. We cannot find these parts any cheaper. They're not available like over the internet. They're specialty parts. We know Ralphie doesn't ask for anything but what he needs to keep the system together.
Sure.
Airbags got the patent.
Well, nobody else will purchase up these parts.
I'll second the motion.
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay.
That's all you have?
No, he actually, they were supposed to start on the culvert project on Wabash and Morel, and they had everything set up to go. However, they called the locates in last week. They still have not been located, even though they have 48 hours. He reached out today, stating they don't know if they'll even get to it before Friday. So we're gonna probably have to reach out to Lakeland, so they'll probably push the project back a week, which might change their bus route for a day or two as they
Oh,
complete that project
right.
there.
The
So,
kids might have to.
Heidi.
yeah,
Ralphie got a hold of one of the locate guys. They're gonna try to locate it in the morning.
oh, he did,
So we'll
okay,
maybe get started in the morning, hopefully.
okay. I hope so. That's been like an ongoing for
Right.
years.
Yeah, right. I think that.
So that's all for Ralphie.
Okay, anything for Stouter or Dustin?
No.
Okay. Tiffany,
Permits. There's one in front of you. This one's in town. They're just adding some drainage and sod in the yard, so it's
So-
nothing.
So part of what I didn't see in there was, are they gonna replace the sidewalk they're taking out?
I don't think they're taking it out. They're just going to use the sidewalk for equipment.
Oh, but it indicated on it was gonna take the sidewalk.
No,
remove
he
the
said they
sidewalk.
were taking, the sidewalk is on their property.
Yeah, it's the
not
one that
the
leads-
town
yeah.
sidewalk.
Oh,
It's
okay.
beside the property and they're
Okay.
gonna take it out and not replace it.
Oh.
I asked that.
Okay.
And I can note that in there if you want that in there so we
If it's
know.
not our sidewalk.
Yeah, Ralphie inspected it. I'm sure he knew, but yeah, it's probably not in there.
Thank you.
And then, I usually don't speak about anything else, but we are doing the festival, and the Wolcottville Improvement Committee usually pays for a lot of, like porta potties, whatever we need. So I need permission to use the Wolcottville Improvement Committee's fund to pay for things for the festival. We usually don't go over 1,000, 1,500. We have a donation of 1,000. I mean, we put on this really good festival and we don't spend a lot of money.
Sure.
So,
I make a motion to approve the community improvement or whatever's funding of the
yeah, and I can,
festival.
I can show you what we've spent once we do that too in another meeting.
Okay.
But
But I'll second the motion.
okay,
any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
thank you.
That all you have?
That's all I have.
Okay, Heidi?
Anything we spend on that festival will show up in your claims. So you do have that for reference. I just wanted to remind all the council members, once again, State Board of Accounts will be here tomorrow at 1:00 to open the entrance conference for the compliant audit for the years 2020 through 23. I spoke with the gentleman today. I do not think it's gonna be a fast process. He only works 2 days a week. But they are having before when they opened it, it was for an audit. It has now changed to a compliance engagement, so they're reopening it and all council members can attend.
What does that mean, the difference in terms?
The difference in terms, okay, an audit is where the State Board of Accounts gives you an official, these are your numbers, this is what's correct, this is what is in your funds. Due to the state of the records that I inherited, they are unable to do that, so they will go through and look for compliance, but they won't give an official opinion of the numbers for those years. What they then will do is, and we spoke about this last meeting, the board will have to pass a resolution with the fund numbers to go forward with my numbers so then I can reconcile till funds. And then they would like to move forward and then do my 2 years as an audit where we do get an official opinion on the numbers.
Should we have a special meeting for that, people?
No, we do not have to have one. That was one of the questions that I asked, due to passing of Senate Bill 221. This is considered an exception from the open door requirements because these are considered confidential
Okay.
to start. So I
So when
did
will-
ask, I knew you would ask that, so I got the answer to that.
When will we do that approval then? When are you looking to do that?
Not for a while yet. There's still some remaining things
Oh,
that I
okay.
have
So
to
until they're
figure
done with some
out.
stuff, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Once we get there, then we'll set up that.
okay.
But they will be here at 1:00 tomorrow for the entrance conference. And you are all welcome you three are welcome to join that if you would like.
That means Kurt can attend if he wants to. I'm sure you want to.
I'm happy to, but I don't see that anything productive comes from me.
Okay,
I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
as much as Tiffany and I have tried and reached out, we still have a few out-of-town customers that are paying their sewer bills at the old rate. I do want to get on record, we are continuing to reach out to them. Even to this point, we are taking their addresses off of their checks and sending them because people just forget about us. They don't update their addresses, but we would guess out of 800 customers, we probably have 100 or so.
Really? That many?
So I feel like that's a good number
That's-
for the amount of time that has passed.
Right.
That-
So eventually we get to denial of service or?
No, eventually, if they're not paying the right amount and their bill goes up to a certain amount, we lien them
Okay,
after a certain amount.
okay,
And then that's liened onto their tax,
okay.
their property tax bill. Okay, and so I know for the last 2.5 years, I've sat up here and said, we can't spend, we can't spend, we can't spend. And all of a sudden, we're hitting you with police cars. Not only is it a safety issue for our officers and a liability issue for the town. So we had to figure out a way to come up with the money for that. We have a CD that is coming up for renewal next week. I would like to not renew it and roll it over into the general fund so we have the funds to pay for these police cars.
I move we roll the CDs over to make them available for funding police car purchase.
I'll second it.
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's all I have.
Kurt?
Couple items for you. Not in any particular order, maybe just addressing the things we talked about last time. We had talked about and we gave the authority to prepare an ordinance for the designation of a principal executive officer for purposes of conducting administrative duties between meetings, so that in emergency situations, et cetera, best example is the tree that Dean had authorized to be cut down in that last storm. We didn't have anything that authorized him to do that, so you had to ratify and affirm his action after he did it, which is fine, it's legal. But this new ordinance, if you can either consider it tonight or you can take it, just got it finished yesterday, you can take it and consider it for the next meeting. But it is essentially what I told you it would be, which is to designate the president of the council as the executive officer in charge of those type of decisions between meetings. It doesn't give that person the ability to order police cars or buy real estate or anything, but it does give them authority if there is an emergency that to take care of emergency related issues. So you can either pass it around, keep copies, and consider it your next meeting, which is fine. There's no urgency, or you can consider it tonight if you like. So.
Well, what I've seen looks good, but you already looked at it, Dean?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling if it's not passed,
We've had a couple.
That is always
the trees are falling down every time we have a storm, so.
And if you don't like it, you can always repeal it. It's not.
Or,
Absolutely.
I move we approve the ordinance.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Motion to waive second reading.
I move we waive second reading.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, motion to waive second reading, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
The next thing, then we're gonna go through line by line.
Yeah. This is a short one. Just stick with the executive summary on this one.
This is one of those government what am I trying to say?
Overreach?
Overreach, thank you, that's the word I'm looking for.
Instead of
Federal
oversight.
government, this is the feds basically saying to you, if you want reimbursed by FEMA for any kind of hazard that occurs, tornadoes, etc. I know we addressed this for LaGrange County in the last meeting.
Right.
But
we have to do one.
well, that's the great question that you raised. After the meeting, I went back and thought about that because we had never been approached by Noble County, even in 2019. And what I found was they never approached you either. And so you were left on the Noble County side with no multi-hazard mitigation plan on the Noble County side, which is their emergency management basic, similar to the LaGrange County side. So I communicated with the representative at Noble County, and they hired a company to do theirs back in 2019, and they updated it in 2026 in January. So I asked them for a copy. They gave me a copy. There were some errors in it as it related to Wolcottville. They've made corrections to that, and I would like you to consider, since we already adopted the LaGrange one, and so that it's easier for people to find someday, instead of having two of them, I have an amending resolution from last month that would adopt both of them at the same time.
And we'll stick them both in one
And we'll
binder.
stick them both together,
Okay.
hand them to Heidi, and be off and running, then we will make sure it's filed with the appropriate agency so that you're covered for reimbursement on both sides of the line. And so, like I said, I'm happy to spend as much time talking with you about this as you'd like, but I'm looking for you to, at some point in time, consider a motion approving that amended resolution that adds Noble County.
So this one replaces the one that I have.
Okay. But I move we approve this, it's 2026-08-04 Bravo for a resolution adopting multi-hazard mitigation plan for the town of Wolcottville regarding this both counties, correct?
So I'll second the motion.
Any questions, discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Waive second reading.
I'll make a motion to waive second reading.
I second that.
All those in favor of waiving second reading say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
One more item, and then I'll try to keep it brief and not argumentative, which is hard for me sometimes, but I received through sources in LaGrange County a letter, which I'm appreciate, that was written by Denise Mateus. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
You're right there.
Okay, thank you. She did the right thing by writing to Noble County, and received what I believe to be an outrageous response from Noble County. She pointed out correctly that on the Noble County side, where there have been, to say the least, some what I would consider at least nuisance properties, but even more so, properties that clearly should be condemned and should be through the health department, like we've done in LaGrange County, of the 21 units that have been addressed here. And we have, as you know, because we've talked about this before, provided the Noble County Health Department with the mechanism, the statutes, the authority, and the willingness to share with their lawyers how we've accomplished all these 21 units in LaGrange County at no cost. We would give them all that. And so, unbeknownst to me, which is good though, thank you, Denise, for writing this letter. She writes to the Noble County Health Department, basically pointing out these two particular properties, 209 South Main, 212 South Main, which we agree, from a health perspective, should be condemned, should be torn down, should be taken just the same way we've done 21 properties in LaGrange. Noble County has the audacity to basically say in the letter to her that it's the policy of Noble County Health Department not to address these situations. They'd rather find them condemned and then walk away, I guess. That's how they do
How are they
things.
doing things in Kendallville then?
You tell me, but
Wow.
the point is, they went on to basically say, it's not our problem, go talk to LaGrange County. So I would like, with your blessing, to write, in response to the letter she got, a letter that basically explains why it is their job, why it is their duty, and that they're just wrong, and that they're deflecting and deferring this to LaGrange County is irresponsible at best, I suppose. You think about it from a taxpayer perspective. You live in Noble County, and you pay taxes in Noble County. The state law makes it very clear that the health department in Noble County is responsible for Noble County. Why? Because why would the health department in Marion County, for instance, want to be responsible for spending money to come to Noble County to make a property better for taxes that will never benefit Marion County, right? If somebody comes to Noble County, it should be Noble County to address it from the health department. They have the authority, they have the power, they apparently don't have the policy, nor the money or the will or the wherewithal to do it, but that is a political issue more than a legal issue.
Right.
So from a legal perspective, they're just wrong, despite being signed by their lawyer and their health officer. And so I would like to, with your blessing, fire back something that at least sets the record straight on what the law is. Because obviously they don't know what the law is.
Well, I think it needs to be done.
Now, it's gonna come across harsh.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
I would not
just feel
expect
bad
anything
for you.
less.
Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's an insult to your intelligence and your, I guess, town, as a whole. That they don't wanna help, they don't wanna spend money, and they have a policy that was keeping them from coming up here and doing their job.
Is it, I wonder if it's a written policy.
I don't know, it just says,
Sure,
it
like-
continues to be our policy, basically, I'm paraphrasing,
Yep.
to take no additional steps in the removal of a meth house.
You like to,
What a policy.
how'd they get that passed?
So I guess if you're gonna do meth, do it in Noble County.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, wow.
I'm sure that'll go over well on your lunch, but it's true.
That's what it is, you know. We okay to, something we have to do.
And I should be not so cynical and facetious, or whatever the words are.
Too late.
Do you want to do something?
I do.
You wanna invest any time or money in responding?
Well, nothing will be improved if we don't bring it to light. And the next step is just gonna have to start going to the legislature for this stuff. You know, or the attorney general, because
Because this is a local policy, a local decision made by presumably local people that just don't wanna come here and do anything to help you.
Right.
They can do it, they don't want it, it's not their policy.
nothing will improve if they don't take action. And it'll stay the way it is. So I think we need to address this.
They use the reference to LaGrange County's building department, which LaGrange County does your building work for you, which at no cost, I believe. And that's been, and maybe there is, I don't
No,
know.
it's $7,000 a year or something like that.
But is that for the enforcement of nuisances or is that?
No, that's for planning.
It's
planning, it's for planning.
Okay,
So
you're right.
they reference the building department's responsibility for structural issues when you do building permits. This is a health department issue. This is a meth house, presumably, that's been determined to be such that they have made a decision that it's their policy to not remove meth houses.
It must be the only county in the country like that.
I just think that's an incredible statement.
Don't see Noble County turning over our funds to LaGrange County.
Absolutely.
Right.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I don't see that.
And like I
So-
said, even if LaGrange County wanted to do it and could do it, which I believe they can from the health department's perspective, because they would if they could. I've talked to Dr. Conway about it. He asked me several times, can we do anything? And I've looked at it and said, I don't think we can. I think the statute's very clear. You don't have any jurisdiction in Noble County.
And that's what the state told me
Did they
too.
tell you that?
Right.
Even if they could, why would they
Right.
invest money improving assessed value in Noble County, which they'll never receive taxes for?
And there's no way to annex the south side because
No.
it takes 100% buy-in to do that. That'll never happen.
And unless Noble County is willing to cede jurisdiction
Right.
forever and allow the line to be redrawn, which I'm sure LaGrange County would entertain,
It would cost a lot of money.
but
Yeah.
wow, I don't know, the whole thing is disgusting.
I'm surprised that the doctor's signature's legible. So,
I don't know. It's
He's retired now.
oh, okay, that's why.
We need a motion then to give information to write the letter.
Yeah, I move that we give our attorney the permission to respond to this letter from Noble County July 24th of this year regarding our condemnation of houses.
I'll second the motion.
Any further questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, and thank you for starting. The
Which-
flame has been lit, so.
That's right.
Okay, I'm done.
Hey, Heidi, you got anything else?
I do not,
Jeff?
no.
Steve?
No.
Mr. Esper, I'm sure you got something. You didn't come without a speech.
Heidi, I sent you an email on Sunday about cybersecurity for your water and wastewater system. I don't know if you had a chance to read it, but there were a number of communities in Minnesota and Michigan that were attacked. Our company is providing a couple of webinars for your utility personnel to learn a little bit more about that. They'll be happening Thursday and Friday of this week.
Where at?
They're free of charge. They're on
Where?
It's online. It's
online.
Oh,
Okay, webinar.
So if they're interested in learning a little bit more about what's happened and how they can take some steps to ensure your future, it's free.
okay, good.
Can I see a card?
Do we,
You got a card, Heidi?
She has the email.
Yeah, I have the
Well-
email.
She
So-
sent
is that the one that came
and-
up?
She sent it to us.
That's the one that I
We will be
copied.
sending out another email tomorrow to everyone so that there's more
I
information.
think it's
Do you know how long the webinars are approximately?
They're gonna be an hour.
An hour, okay.
I might turn Sam onto that. He might be interested.
Is it an hour each day or is it just the same?
It's the same, it'll be the same
Just two.
presentation.
So you got 1 or 2 days to see it.
It's important stuff because boy, they can bring us to our knees and never recover from it. It's bad
Yep.
stuff.
And we have a division of our company that's entirely focused on cybersecurity.
Oh,
That's a copy.
I'd like
Thank
to see
you.
do that. Where was I?
Don't run away till we get to talk.
Copy.
Oh,
I was
Anybody else got anything?
I have a question,
Bart?
That's the original.
with the officers,
Rex is a long
cars,
text, right?
Oh,
the old police cars, are they getting traded them in?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm sorry,
We auction them at
the,
the
the
Thank you
police
so
cars,
much.
the old ones, are they gonna auction them off, trade them in, or?
They sell them on bids, right?
Okay.
Well,
Sealed bids?
it's undecided, it would depend if we might trade them in.
It all
It's
depends on the
undecided.
company that I'm looking at the used ones. If I find one there that I think is a good fit, and then they will accept trade-in, then we would
That'll
trade.
help with the cost.
You do have to pay for it, ain't you?
Otherwise, we
Right.
take sealed
And
bids.
then with her, the property, are they gonna tear it down, dress it up, or what for the farmer's market? I mean, those buildings back there kind of like,
This is on the corner of 9th and Rice.
Are they
That
gonna-
little brick
yeah,
building.
yep, tear it, leave it up, tear it down, or?
Most of the structure gets
We're gonna
disappeared.
leave,
That-
the back,
That's awesome.
one wall and tear down the other 3 walls, make a pavilion out of it.
Okay, okay,
And on the back wall, we'll put the history of the town.
That's
and
great.
Photos.
okay, yep, that's it, that's all I got.
Okay. Nothing else? Meeting is adjourned.
Right.